Good afternoon. I, along with everyone that stands here at the dais, we are absolutely, we understand. There's no one here that hasn't been impacted by this storm, whether it's themselves personally that have gone without power or family members or friends. We have all house people that were relatives or friends. We do understand the issues about response, and we did immediately activate the Emergency Operations Center. We have been in continuous contact with the State Emergency Operations and State Emergency Management, and we have been acting with their direction and advice with regard to making formal declarations. We have stood up shelters, and those shelters were not at full capacity. At any point, not every shelter was at full capacity. Where there was a need for additional shelters, they were stood up. We've set in place and we put in place warming centers, and recognizing that some just wanted to come in, warm, recharge their devices, and then go back and stay and ensure the security of their homes. We responded to every fire, and we extinguished it. We responded to every medical request, and everyone was transported. There were not significant delays. So we certainly understand the frustration of being without power. We wish that we had the resources and the ability to set up a sheltering center in every neighborhood, in every community. But it's a much bigger undertaking than many might be aware of. In each shelter, there was new linen, there was security, there was food. We brought out Christmas gifts and did everything we could to make people as comfortable as they could during a very, very trying and difficult time. So again, we do understand your frustration. Working very hard, very diligently, we called back, and I really want to say that I'm extremely proud of our personnel at both agencies. Chief Atkins and Mike Tobin and our people in emergency management, Mike Hamill, they were activated immediately. They've been working with, again, the state, and they have done everything in their power. There were, if at all, very few people who we did not get back. We made the calls and our personnel responded. They came in on overtime. They gave up their Christmases and their Christmas Eves. So we understand. We've all been impacted by this. We certainly would just ask you your continued patience. If there's an unmet need, let us know what that is. Besides the power, they require specialists. The utilities have to bring in people that have that expertise. That's not something that the National Guard provides. That's not something that the state provides or the federal government. So we understand the need, and they have called back, and they're doing everything they can to address the need. I'm sure Mr. Lark will speak to that later. But our statistics have shown that we've tripled our response. But in each case, again, we met adequate time in our response. We've assisted all of our neighbors, and our neighbors have assisted us. So we have done everything humanly possible to coordinate this event and respond in a way that addresses the life safety concerns of our community. We recognize that, again, there's going to be some discomfort, some things that are very difficult to go through, and we're not suggesting that those things won't happen. But we have responded to the critical needs of our residents and continue to do so, and we will do so for the duration of this event. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief.